Hey, what's going on, folks? I just wanted to make a quick video. I was going to type a bunch of stuff out, but this just get crazy. So I just wanted to make a quick video to talk about the EP tests that are coming up. Um, at this point, I'm not going to act like you guys don't know about the way the grading and so on. How the schools are handling all of that. Um, it is what it is, and I'm not going to act like that information is not out there. So at this point, with the AP test coming up in a little over 3 weeks, um, for AP Lit, I know some of you have several, but everything we've covered, everything you need to know for the test itself, character, plot structure, literary devices, that stuff, we've covered all of it. We've talked about, we've talked about thesis, we've talked about, structure of essays, everything. All we need to do now is we just need to prepare for writing an essay in 45 minutes, planning and writing an essay for 45 minutes. And that's what I'm planning. That's what we're planning on doing. And at this point, like I said, you know the score, what's up about this. You know that it's either you're preparing for it. It's like an athletic event. You either prepare for it and you're ready, and depending on what happens, at least you've done the best that you can to prepare for it, and you give yourself a much better shot of passing any test that you have to take by preparing for it. At this point, that's on. I mean, I can assign what I can assign. We're working on just organizing and practicing writing in a short amount of time. But again, if I give you a test and ask you to prepare for it and try to do it in let's say 45 minutes or an hour, maybe it'll just start off a little more time, and you decide that you're going to take 3 or 4 hours to really put a lot of time. I mean, you're not really doing anybody any favors by doing that. It's again, this is what you turn into me may be great, but the point of this is not just to do something, it's to do it correctly in preparation for the test. So like I said, because you're home, you're going to do what you're going to do, and there's not a lot that I can do to see, to push things. I can just simply assign what I can assign. I'm going to go over the work that you do, give you some information. I put a bunch of stuff up on Classroom with links to videos. I'm going to put more stuff up over the next few weeks. There's not a lot that like I said, this is really going to be put onto this is unprecedented, and this really comes down to this really being put onto your shoulders. The test itself, I'll show you. For oh my goodness, where did we go here? We went away. There we are. All right, so you can see here, like, this is Stanislaus State's website. I just want to talk about, you passed the test, because some people may be kind of, you're home, some people are starting to tap out already. I can tell. I got, for Lord of the Flies, I'm not getting work from some folks, so I can tell that you're just kind of checked out. But you understand, see here with English Lit, you can see there's 2 English classes that you don't have to take if you pass the AP Lit test. So you're talking about hours and hours and hours of not only class time, but with literature class, especially with English classes, most of the work goes home. I had hours and hours and hours of reading and research papers and essays. You won't have to do those if you pass this test. You got a 45-minute essay that you have to write. You got one essay that you have to write on prose. It's not even poetry. It's not so the idea that if you push yourself for that, and it goes for all your tests, you can go to these these sites, and you can see exactly the classes at Stan State. Anyway, this is the classes at Stan State that by passing the test, these are the classes you get out of. So the required general ed classes that you get out of. So that plus the fact that you, like, for English, you pass these, you're talking about thousands of couple $1,000 that you're saving yourself or your family. But I think really the big one is the time. Wow, when you talk about hours and hours and hours of time that you're saving yourself by passing this test. Again, preparing yourself for a 45-minute essay that everybody that's watching this video, every one of you could pass this. I absolutely know that you could pass this. Again, it's just between now and the test, so just a little over 3 weeks. Just getting down to the fact that, like, there's work to be done, and you doing the best that you can, not cheating yourself by, well, I'm going to spend, hours on this instead of the 45 minutes or an hour that you were been assigned that you're supposed to do it in. Because again, that's not helping you. That's not helping you. So again, like I just keep repeating, there's not much else I can say. Um, it's up to you to do what you're going to do, and it's either, like I said, I can do what I can do, but you're gonna have to do your end of it. With that being said, I know that there's been this information about the whether you're going to take the test or not, and there was supposed to be some sort of a poll, and I guess College Board didn't send it out to everybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out something tomorrow and remind and just ask you to respond and just tell me whether you're taking the test or not. If you're not taking the test, let me know. I want to know if you're not taking the test. Again, there's no reason. It's 45 minutes. It's not like a 3-hour test. And if you don't pass it, then you don't pass it. It doesn't go on your transcripts. It doesn't go to the college that you didn't pass it. It doesn't go anywhere. It goes nowhere. So, but you give yourself by spending, you take an hour out of your day from sitting at home. What else are you doing? You're quarantined. You're at home. What else are you going to do? You take an hour out of your day, you sit down, you put the best effort in, you prepare yourself up to that point, you put the best effort in you can, and the possibility is, you're not taking those 2 classes. So again, there's no reason not to take the test. There really isn't. Like I said, everybody in the class, based off what I saw when I left, everybody is capable of passing this test. So don't doubt yourself. I know some of you really do doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself on this, because you absolutely can 100% pass this test. I even had, some Rocky tuned up, I had Tiger, even though we're Bulldogs, but still, like I said, it's not like I'm done. We've got a few weeks. I got stuff that I'm gonna start putting up. Again, you can start watching those videos, blah, blah, blah. I'm repeating myself, so I'm gonna shut up. But anyway, I'm gonna put out a poll tomorrow. You tell me whether you're gonna take the test or not, and then we'll go from there. Lord of the Flies. I'm gonna keep going with Lord of the Flies. I'm gonna start putting stuff up. I'm gonna, obviously the work is what it is. Those of you that want to, kind of, help raise your grade, participate in that. Those of you that want to know the book a lot better, you can just, again, the videos are there. Again, between now and the end of the year, you're kind of doing what you're going to do. So, anyway, sucks this way this has to go down, but it be what it be. So anyway, I will be in more contact with you in the near future, probably with a Lord of the Flies video tomorrow. There's something to go along with the AP practice stuff that I'm sending out in Classroom. Again, if you have any questions, absolutely do not hesitate to email me, contact me on Classroom, and we'll deal with whatever needs to be dealt with. All right. Well, you take it easy. All right. See you.